Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. I got to tell you, I'm always on the lookout for a good story or a lesson in life everywhere around me when I'm out and about. Recently I was traveling and I was waiting in line at this airport and a taxi cab pulls up. You know, the first thing I noticed about this taxi cab was that it was bright and shiny. If you know me, I get my cars detailed every Thursday. I'm all about keeping things that I own nice. And I was really impressed by the fact that this car looked sharp. You know, and the nice thing was that the gentleman that got out, he was smartly dressed in a white shirt, black tie, fresh pressed black slacks. The cab driver jumped around to me and he opened the passenger door. And I thought, what a kind gentleman. This is really nice, right? Then he hands me a laminated card. I thought this was kind of cool because I'm usually the one giving the cards. And the card said, "I'm Wasu, your driver. Excuse me. While I'm loading your bags in the trunk, I'd like you to read my mission statement." I'm like, your mission statement? I'm thinking to myself, this is really awesome. So I read it. I was excited. I'm like, this is really cool. I wish we lived in a world full of people just like this. And it blew me away because it said, "To get my customers to their destination in the quickest, safest, and cheapest way possible in a friendly environment." And this totally blows me away, right? So then I noticed the inside of the cab matched the outside. It was spotlessly clean inside. You know, so I got into the cab and I sat in there and Wasu, the gentleman that was going to take me to my hotel, he jumps into his seat and he turns around to me and says, "Would you like a cup of coffee?" Now, he said, I have a thermos of regular and I have a thermos of decaf. And I'm a smart ass, right? So I'm joking around and I said, "No, I'd prefer a soft drink." The guy smiles at me and says, "No problem. I have a cooler up front with regular and Diet Coke, lassi water, and orange juice." So I'm blown away. I want the water. I'd never had a lassi water before. So I thought that was really good. And he also says to me while he's getting me the water, "If you'd like something to read, I have Good Housekeeping magazine, Reader's Digest, the Bible, and a travel and leisure magazine." Now he hands me another card and says, "These are the stations I get and the music they play if you'd like to listen to the radio." And, you know, honestly, I'm so blown away. I'm almost speechless. He tells me he has the heater on and asks if the temperature was comfortable for me. I felt so taken aback. This is customer service. It blew me away. Then he advised me the best route to my destination, and he also let me know he'd be happy to chat and tell me about some of the sights along the way, or if I preferred, he'd leave me with my own thoughts. And I said to him, "Wasu, tell me, have you always treated your customers this way?" And he said, "No, not always. In fact, it's just been for the last 2 years." He said, "My first 5 years driving, I spent most of my time complaining, like all the other cabbies do. Then I heard about the power of choice." And he said, the power of choice is that you can be a duck or an eagle. And I'm thinking, this guy, he must listen to my YouTube channel or something. I was almost embarrassed to give him a card. I thought, this guy could come on here. We need to have him on. It's wonderful. Then he goes into this amazing story. He says, if you get up in the morning expecting to have a bad day, you'll rarely disappoint yourself. So stop complaining. And Wasu said, don't be a duck, be an eagle. Ducks quack and complain. Eagles soar above the clouds. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. You know, that really hit me. And then he continued to say, it is about me. I was always quacking and complaining. So I decided to change my attitude and become an eagle. I looked around at all the other cabs and their drivers. Their cabs were dirty, the drivers were unfriendly, and the customers were unhappy. So he said, I decided to make some changes, and he just put in a few changes at a time. If you want to change your life, you got to change your life. We just do small changes over the course of time that equate to really big changes, and this actually works, and this gentleman is doing it. I thought it was amazing. So he said he put in a few changes at a time, and his customers responded well. So he did more changes. And we can do this in our life too. We can make little changes. If people around us and our life begins to turn around and it's responding well and people are responding well to us, then we know we're on the right track. I thought this is brilliant, And I said, I take it it's paid off for you. And he said, it sure has. He said, my first year as an Eagle, I doubled my income. He said, this year I'll probably quadruple it. He said, my customers call me for appointments on my cell phone. Wasu made a different choice. He decided to stop quacking and start soaring like an eagle. And it was the best lesson I've ever received out in public from anyone. It was a lesson in process. He was making progress. He was setting an example for me, and I want to thank him for that. And Wasu, I know you're watching the channel now. I know that you're a subscriber, and I just want to thank you and point out this wonderful and brilliant trip that I had with you. It's a lesson for all of us. We can make little changes. Look around you at what's going on around you. Look at the people around you. How are they behaving? What are their lives like? How do they live? Are their homes dirty? Is their car filthy? Are they complaining about not having enough money, not able to pay their bills, their job is unhappy, their boss is mean to them, whatever it may be? Those people, they'll take you down a hole of complaining. It'll never end. You'll fall forever with them. And I'm telling you what, this gentleman picked himself up and he set a beautiful example for me, and you reinvigorated me and made me so happy today, Wasu. I want to thank you. I wish you the best in the future, my friend. And I want to remind everybody else, we can all be eagles. It doesn't matter where we come from. It doesn't matter what our current circumstance is. We can all make little changes that will equate to one big change and will turn our lives completely around and bring incredible success into our lives. Why do I mention this? I'm mentioning this story to you today because I care about you. And I believe you can do it. If you're not happy with where you're at right now, you can turn your life around. You can be anything you want to be. You can do anything you want to do. Look, if you want to change your life, all you have to do is change your life. It is just as simple as that. I know everybody thinks you need big money, big ideas, big friends, big opportunities to have a great big life. It's not true. It's all right here. It's you. You're the one. Your decisions, the actions you're taking are resulting in the life that you're currently living. Take responsibility. Stand up. Make some small changes and enjoy the benefits of that strategy, because I'm telling you what, it works every single time for every single person. And if anybody can do it, you can. You're amazing. You're smart. You have things going for you. There is beautiful energy inside of you that's just waiting to bubble up. The world is waiting to see the real you, and I know you're ready to show them. You're going to have a great day. I'm going to have a great day. And you know what? I'm going to be back tomorrow with some really good stuff. Friends, I care about you. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.